President Liu, honored guests. I'm extremely honored to have the chance to address this conference, but I'd like to do it in a little different way. Last summer, I had the honor to visit China, and while I was here, I was reading a draft book by a man named Alex Karp. And Alex Karp is the president of a company called Palantir, a technology company in the United States that works very closely with the United States government. The beginning of Alex's book describes what he calls the waste of American talent, of talented computer scientists over the past generation, as they have worked on a ridiculous problem. The problem of selling ads more efficiently online. The problem of building the engagement-based media that the United States has perfected. And what Alex Karp said is, we were wasting our talent exploring these different ideas when there were extremely important problems that we should be addressing. Instead, he said, we should devote ourselves to the central purpose of addressing, as he put it, our enemies. When I read those words, I wondered what he meant by our enemies. Did he mean hunger across the world, or disease, or did he mean climate change, or perhaps the risk of runaway AI? But he didn't mean any of that. What he meant was the military threats the United States faced. What he meant was China. He wanted to rally the brilliance of Americans to more brilliantly fight war. Now, the terrifying truth is, this is where most in my country is. But I am here because I am not there. I don't share those views. I first came to China in 1989. And when I came to this city, in particular, in 1989, it felt like America in 1850. But when I traveled in China last year, been here many times since, but last year in particular, it felt like America in what we might hope is 2150. It felt like the future. And that we, in America, I recognize, have much to learn from the extraordinary success that China has made. And perhaps we have some to teach as well. And this is especially true now, given the rise of AI and the threats from the rise of AGI or ASI. You are here at this conference because you understand its potential. Its potential for good and its potential for bad. Its potential for good in all the ways that knowledge advances the hopes of humanity, to solve the problems of health, economics, security, and understanding. But its potential for bad, because we know humans can be evil. They can deploy technology for evil purposes. And worse, because we don't actually know whether AI will like us when AI gets smart enough to stand up to us. And what we know right now from the leading AI scientists is that we don't actually know how to control this AI when it becomes this capable. The very best of AI scientists, from Geoffrey Hinton to Yoshua Bengio, tell us that science has not yet developed the capacity, the ability to guarantee that it can control these technologies when they become as powerful as we see they will become. We don't know how to control them, yet we race to build them, assuming that by the time we get to the point of AGI, we will have developed a technology that the very best technologists today tell us they don't know how to build. The most consequential technology humanity has built since the nuclear bomb, we build uncertain what to do when that technology becomes everything it could become. We at this conference need to stand for a certain sanity amidst this insanity. We need to build understanding at a time when ignorance rages. We need to build recognition that China is giving the world enormous good. The open source models that China is providing to the world guarantees that this knowledge spreads around the world to countries that couldn't begin to build the technology. They can learn from the technology and build their understanding with it. And it spreads power around the world, as it guarantees that it's not just a few technology companies in the United States that control this power, but it develops around the world as other countries participate. And most important to me, it checks the power of those powerful companies in the United States that are leveraging proprietary AI to become dominant in both the American and world markets. We must find ways against those threats to knit peace around this world. The threats are real, and they are of two sorts. They are the threats we know how to solve, and the threats we don't know how to solve. We know how to solve the threat of peace. We've done it before. It's a quintessentially human skill. It's something we've done, and we've done with America and China, with the leadership of people like Richard Nixon 40 years ago. We know how to solve that problem. We don't know how to solve the problem of the threats from AI. And so what we do know is that we need to be able to work to solve those threats together. Despite the race, maybe because of the race between our two nations, we have to find a way for scientists to work with scientists, to build an understanding of how best to address these threats so that they don't dominate our future. Because if we don't, we will have wasted the greatest opportunity humanity could give our generation. The opportunity to give the greatest good any of us could want to give. We will have wasted the chance to build a world that we all would be proud to give to our children. We have not built that world yet. There is time, so let us begin now, and let us begin here. Thank you very much for your